Hello, friends. This is Adam Shoemaker, rector here at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina. I hope that you and yours are staying safe and sane and well, and that you have had a good weekend. I am here with you on this Monday afternoon to pray with you using the words of Psalm number 116 as we continue our journey through the Psalms together. And Psalm number 116 begins on page 759 in the Book of Common Prayer. I love the Lord because he has heard the voice of my supplication, because he has inclined his ear to me whenever I called upon him. The cords of death entangled me. The grip of the grave took hold of me. I came to grief and sorrow. Then I called upon the name of the Lord. O Lord, I pray you, save my life. Gracious is the Lord and righteous. Our God is full of compassion. The Lord watches over the innocent. I was brought very low, and he helped me. Turn again to your rest, O my soul, for the Lord has treated you well. For you have rescued my life from death, my eyes from tears, and my feet from stumbling. I will walk in the presence of the Lord, in the land of the living. I believed even when I said, I have been brought very low. In my distress, I said, no one can be trusted. How shall I repay the Lord for all the good things he has done for me? I will lift up the cup of salvation and call upon the name of the Lord. I will fulfill my vows to the Lord in the presence of all his people. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his servants. O Lord, I am your servant. I am your servant and the child of your handmaid. You have freed me from my bonds. I will offer you the sacrifice of thanksgiving and call upon the name of the Lord. I will fulfill my vows to the Lord in the presence of all his people. In the courts of the Lord's house, in the midst of you, O Jerusalem. Hallelujah. Psalm number 116, which is a psalm of thanksgiving, a psalm giving thanks to God for delivering the psalmist during a time of distress. And perhaps this is just what we need to hear today. For to be sure, we are in a time of distress, a time of crisis on a number of fronts. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to rage. The siege of Capitol Hill and the subsequent tensions are vexing our country as we approach Inauguration Day, and the continuing need to call for racial justice. The racial inequality in this country has continued to challenge us. But there will be a day when we will find ourselves in another place. Through the grace of God, there will be another day when we will find ourselves in another place. And when we are in that place, perhaps we too, like the psalmist today, will be able to look back and give thanks for the signs of God's grace, God's love, God's mercy that was with us every step of the way. That, friends, is something to hold on to today as we begin this week. I continue to bid your prayers for our nation and invite you to join us for Compline, which is the good night prayer of the church from the Book of Common Prayer that we are offering via Zoom each evening at 7 p.m. through Inauguration Day. And if you need the link for that, you can reach out to Amanda Rucker in our office. Reverend Laura will be with you tomorrow to pray with you using the words of Psalm number 117. In the meantime, be safe, be well, wear your mask, and you keep the faith. You keep the faith today, tomorrow, and always.